Hey there, it's your boy Echo of Echo Do It. Welcome to this channel. Not stream, we're not streaming tonight. So you may have noticed that I haven't streamed for the entirety of this week, like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And that's because I have something planned for tomorrow, Friday, and quite possibly up until Saturday as well. And if you're an SMC follower, you probably have already heard of this, but I'm planning on doing a marathon stream immediately after the reset, which is tomorrow at the time of filming. I plan on being the first ever player to reach Alpha Knight status on SMC's Team Asia with a considerable gap, considering that I'm doing it on the first 3 days. So yeah, at least I have that bragging rights of being able to say, hey, I'm number 1 on rankings. All right, don't take this out of context. I'm just saying it's on rankings. All right. Before you clip it or record it, just me boasting. It's just me saying that it's on rankings. All right. So if you want to catch in on the slice of the actions, be sure to follow me on Twitch on https://twitch.tv/echodoit. I'll also have the link on the description above or below. I don't know, whichever device you're going to be watching it is from and whichever platform, whether it be on Facebook or on YouTube, I'll have it on the description. And I guess that's it for, the marathon stream update. Now I want to cover the upcoming season. So let's actually check out the patch note over here. I have it neatly packaged up just so the zoom is just right for the screen that I'm having. So yes, we're gonna be scrolling sideways instead of upside down, or not upside down, instead of top to bottom. So let's take a look at the patch note that's going to be delivered tomorrow, October 28th. 0 downtime maintenance notice. We're going to be undergoing a maintenance downtime on 4 p.m. which is poggers. They've never actually rolled out any specific time ever for an update until today. So it's actually going to go down at around 4 p.m. We don't know when it's gonna end, but it's gonna start at 4 p.m. So don't play at around 3:50 unless you want to get booted out of the match or whatever. So let's take a look at what's gonna be dropping. Of course, the new season is gonna be steampunk based. With it is gonna roll a new battle pass, gacha events, and some nasty rebalances for some megas, TBH. So we're gonna have the Halloween themed events over here. We're gonna get the party week, which is if I'm thinking of it correctly, it's supposed to be at a minimum around $1 and at a maximum around $5, and then it's just those login kind of events. Activate it and then log in for a certain number of days to claim what you activated. And what's good about this one is that they're actually bundling crystals along with some tickets. Usually it's just some tickets and some minor cosmetics, maybe some glider or the fish head. This time it's gonna be crystals and tickets, so that's nice. After that, we get a top-up event, just like with Kizuna. This is gonna be separate from your usual total top-up event, which includes the Ning skin, the frame, and then the golden Skylark S+. This is gonna be completely different. I think it's just gonna count the top up from starting tomorrow, I guess. And then below that, we have 2 events, which is gonna roll out tomorrow as well. That's a lot of events. That's a total of 4 events for tomorrow. We'll have your normal login event, just log in, claim your stuff, and then we're gonna have the trick or treat event, which is kind of an achievement based type. You guys know that if you need to do a certain kill, you need to use this jump pad certain time, use the glider for 2,000 meters, those kind of stuff. And then one exciting stuff is that we're gonna be getting a look, and I'm not sure if we're actually getting a look, but we're getting discount coupon for the new mecha that they're going to be dropping on November 11. Let's take a look at the preview picture over here. That is how he is going to be looking like. It looks like he's going to be modeled after very similarly. I'm pretty sure they're taking a safe route over here by creating a new and original design instead of rolling in the same design as what's in Sakugan. And then with releasing a mecha that's like completely new, that's completely original, at least they can keep it safe, they can modify it, they can like remodel, that kind of stuff. It's your own property. It's not bound by Sakugan's property, intellectual property, right? And then after that, after all of these details, we're getting some rebalance, we're getting a new gun, and I'm excited to see the new gun actually. We don't have any picture. I've checked out their Bilibili, I've checked out the Facebook, and I've checked out the groups if there's any leaks of it. But we're gonna be getting a new automatic shotgun. We don't know what they mean by a fully automatic, how fast it's gonna be, whether it's gonna be a tap 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 automatic or it's gonna be like wickedly fast automatic. But just keep it in mind, fully automatic is somewhat vague. It's kind of like how the grenade launcher is fully automatic. It's fully automatic in the sense that you don't have to let go of the trigger, you don't have to let go of your left mouse click in order to activate it, in order to like shoot again. So this is gonna be a little bit exciting for me, kind of scary, but we still don't know how it's gonna stack up against the Shatterstar and the MP5. But one thing I know for sure is that it may not be able, or I'm pretty sure it won't be able to beat the gun shield on a 1v1, because if the shotgun also deals explosive damage the same way that the Shatterstar does, that's gonna be OP AF. So I'm guessing it's just a bullet type damage, because there's like two damages on SMC. If you guys don't know, there's the normal bullet type and then there's the explosive type. You'll see like knock down a player, and you'll see explosive KD'd a player depending on the type of weapon. You get the explosion KD notification if someone killed with the Shatterstar, and you get like a knockdown notification if someone killed with a gun shield. I'm pretty sure this is just a normal bullet type, so don't expect this to like destroy a gun shield 1v1. And then after that, we get to the nasty stuff. We get to the mecha rebalances, we get to the unicorn rebalance, which I think it's nice. I think it's nice for the unicorn to like get this rebalance. The unicorn is getting less HP, 1200 HP less, but it's gonna be getting almost twice, not really almost twice, but it's getting like a significant increase in movement speed. That's 8 meters per second more of movement speed for the unicorn, which may make it more practical for exploring the map on a faster manner while saving your inventory slots, saving all your pocketed deformed gar with it. And then now let's talk about the mechas. Firefox is going to be getting a small machine gun buff, but considering that there's like, how many bullets with Firefox? 150? 200? I'm pretty sure Hurricane is 150 by default. I forgot about Firefox, but he's getting 1 more damage every tick out of this, so it's very minor when you look at it, but in-game it may actually prove to be quite significant. And it looks like over here, for the Firestorm core, which is core 1, it looks like they're making it so that it takes longer to spool it instead of just 30 rounds. After 30 rounds, you'll see the red bullet outline, like which translates to you having a larger damage. Instead, it's going to be 40 rounds, and it's going to go from 0.1% to 0.09 after the burst, which I kind of understand. It's super strong. It's super strong, and they already buffed up the machine gun. So this is just all fine. Skylark, however, Skylark is going to be the kicker over here. Skylark is, after this update, I'm 100% sure, both on mobile and on Steam, Skylark is gonna take the crown of one of the most effective mecha. I can't say OP, but very effective when it comes to dispatching your enemy. Now he's gonna get a minor buff to his hunt already, and then he's getting his core 2 completely reworked. Let's scroll back through the video over here. It's actually covered above. Now, for the Falcon Fury, if Skylark, with every hit of the primary weapon, you reduce your tactical skill cooldown by 0.12 seconds. Now, that may not mean a lot, but multiply it to 20, that is almost 2 seconds of cooldown reduction, assuming that you hit everything. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna hit a lot of shots, considering that with a secondary weapon with this score, I think, since it's kind of vague, but they made it seem like it's with just core 2. So with the secondary weapon, with your hunt, you can now track up an opposing mecha, which is kind of like the wall hack effect. So you don't have to carry the wall hack module anymore. It's kind of like helpful, kind of redundant, but take it for what it is. And here's the helpful part. You're getting the ability to paralyze for 0.2 seconds. Now that's very short. That's less than a second. That's less than half of a second, less than quarter of a second, but it's more than enough. It's more than enough to distract and to like big brain game your enemy. And make sure that you can hit like a lot of your hits with their mecha, which in turn helps with allowing him to keep on being mobile, which is good actually. Like, I never really liked Core 2 for Skylark since it's kind of hard to reach. It's kind of hard to like hit with your primary attack when you're trying to reach the max distance as well. So this one is a good change. Now, if we go on over to the change logs again about the mecha, Neutron Star is getting a minor nerf. Doomlight is getting quite a surprising buff. He's getting more health for his toxic shield already. I guess this is like to as a reflection of how Northern Knight changed the boards against tanks. So we'll have to see how annoying this 200 HP is, but it should be like just one extra hit for most mechas. Andromeda is finally getting a buff after all this time. Andromeda is finally getting a buff. It's a minor one, just plus 10 damage for the for the first hit of the explosion for her javelin, and an 8 extra damage for the explosion of it. It's very minor, but I'm glad to see a little bit of buff heading to Andromeda. And after the nerf 2 updates ago towards Alborada, she's getting another nerf, 1 point damage for pilots, and how many points is this? 4-point damage increase to mechas with the light missile barrage. If you don't know what the light missile barrage is, it's those 6 stingos that surround you after using your right click, or after using your Q, your mobility skill rather. And after all these changes, there's still 2 major ones that I can't wait to see in action. Let's take a look at it. For Raven and for Arthur, if you guys ask majority of the players, if you guys ask all of the Raven players and majority of the Arthur players, they'll say they want to choose Core 1. They'll say Core 2 sucks. Of course, that doesn't apply all, especially to Steam. I'm seeing a lot of Arthur players run Core 2, but majority of them would still rather run Core 1, because picking up Core 2 means like compartmentalizing another button for you to activate on an already complicated mecha. And with the update tomorrow, it seems like their Core 2, both of their Core 2 will be tied directly into their kit. As for Arthur, the Knight score is gonna be tied with, well, it's not gonna be tied with anything. It's gonna be a passive effect now, compared to Core 1, which is like an addition, kind of like a nerf to the distance, but an additional steps with the mobility. For Arthur's Core 2, it's now gonna be passive. We don't know the numbers of how they reduced it, but I'm glad to see that it's passive. And I'm even like Core 2 players, I'm pretty sure they welcome this, because that allows them to engage in longer fights without feeling like they're at a disadvantage. Because if you're trying to run Core 2, you're gonna want to try to end the battle as soon as possible, just so you can like take full advantage of your active pressing of E, because it takes a while for it to cool down. Same goes for Raven. For Raven, he now deals 15% more damage for 10 seconds after using his tactical skill. And his tactical skill cooldown is actually just 12 seconds if we take a look at it over here. Let's go to Raven. So yeah, it's just 12 seconds for the cooldown over here. And the duration of the damage buff is 10 seconds. So if you like try to maximize the cooldown and then the duration of Core 2, I'm pretty sure you're gonna do a lot of damage. You're gonna do a considerable amount of damage to the enemy compared to when you had to like monitor it and press E every time you want it activated. So I think this is a welcome change for the players of both mecha, since gotta admit it's kind of like a hassle trying to find core 1 and core 2 appropriately, if whichever one you prefer for your particular mecha. Like, I literally just witnessed last night 2 balls from Fun Days of Summer and 2 airdrop. They all gave core 2. And we were looking for core 1. So what the shit was that? So I admit it's kind of like a hassle. You don't always get the module that you want. But yeah, I welcome this change. And one important note. Press F. Press F to the bot launcher. The meme just turned into an even larger meme. We don't get the screen attack animation anymore, and we don't get the slow debuff anymore. Instead, we're gonna be getting an increase in damage and movement with the bots, which, you gotta admit, is kind of like a joke. So, press F to the bot launcher, and if you're running this up until ace time, I'm pretty sure you need to get checked out. Alright. It's okay that you're running this, but maybe talk to some friends or something, because if you're bringing this to ace time, boy, do I have news for you. And then some minor updates. You know the speed floors on Alpha Tower and Crimson Valley? They can be a little bit too fast, a little too hard to control. I think they're the percentage over there is kind of like 200%. Now it's instead gonna be just 150% for both sides, and I welcome this. Pilots are still gonna be a bitch to fight over here, but it's easier to control now. Especially on Alpha Tower. It's like super annoying when your entire 10 minutes of fighting kind of like boils down to whoever manages to get lucky on the ground floor. And then over here, a little clarity effect. I don't know what they mean by this, but probably some saturation change and some volume consistency change, some mixing change for Michael. They didn't say anything for Aurora though, and I think Aurora needs this as well. And then some bug fixing with Boltus. Other than that, I think it's like completely, a lot of updates to like look forward to when you log in tomorrow after 4 p.m. on SMC. Whether you're on mobile or you're on Steam, Season 5 on Steam and Season 10 on mobile. It's gonna be an exciting season. Wait! I didn't show you guys the new gacha and the new skin. So for the battle pass, actually, I completely forgot about this one. So thank you for like being here after all this time. But we're gonna be getting a new battle pass along with the season 5. So here is what Silver Deacon is gonna be looking like. I'm not sure if the iguana is gonna come in game, but I think it looks pretty sick. I think it looks very thematic with a steampunk kind of like season theme and current world affairs. I'm not gonna say it. This is gonna get demonetized. This is gonna get demonetized if I say it. I'm not even monetized, but I'm not gonna say that shit. And we're getting a Kuma skin to go along with it. I don't think it goes together as well as it should be, but yeah, we're getting a new Kuma skin. It's kind of like the Undefeatable Bear 1.5. It's the color scheme is like mostly similar. It's both dark and stuff, and you get a modification to the head. I'm excited to see how it looks like from behind, since that's what you're gonna be seeing most of the time while running the skin. And along with this, we're actually getting some couple of, we don't know if it's gacha or if it's like very similar to the summer event wherein it's still gacha, but you get to choose who you're getting. Like Ivan was the cheapest one, and you get to choose between Ning and Mila. If you guys remember that, it's probably gonna be like this over here. But we're gonna be getting a couple of new skins for Steam, old skins for mobile, but I think they all look pretty sweet. And it's actually, these two are actually like my favorite skins for like Ning and Joanna. For Rom, I think it looks nice. and I think it looks very fitting with the theme. It's not my favorite, but man, it's sweet as well. So take a look at this. Here's how Ning looks like on the mobile version. The Blanche Manormaid for Ning. That's what it's gonna be called. And then we're gonna be seeing Healthcare Joanna along with a banner. And I think that just screams mommy. Yes. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. And after that, we're getting the Gentleman of Baker Street ROM skin. Oh, that looks sweet, TBH. Nice. That's pretty nice. I can't believe I completely forgot to like feature the skins and stuff over here. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today's coverage. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the marathon stream. I hope I stay alive, I stay awake, and I managed to actually achieve on being an Alpha Knight within like the first few days of the season reset. So this has been Echo. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow on Twitch, twitch.tv/EchoDoIt.